Hi, I'm Emily. I'm gonna keep this quick. I can't stand long videos, but I really wanted to share this with you. You kind of have to see it in action to really believe the magic of LipSense. And seriously, this stuff is amazing. So anyway, the first thing is LipSense is sold as a set. So you'll get a color. It's a liquid lip color, any color you want. And you'll also get a glossy gloss. It's just a clear gloss with shea butter and vitamin E. It's awesome for your lips. I highly recommend wearing it actually on its own, even if you're not wearing the lip color. I put it on at night a lot of times also before I go to bed. So the thing is, if you wear anything with beeswax in it, like a normal chapstick, it kind of puts this nasty barrier on your lips. It actually kind of keeps moisture out, and it will also make your lip color not stay as well. So I highly recommend just switching over and just using this. Your lips will thank you for it so much. It's so healing. And actually, at the beginning, when I first started using LipSense, my lips were so dry. I felt like I had to put this on all day long. And now they're healed. They're so much better. I only put it on a couple times a day. No problem. My lips are softer. They're fuller. Anyway, I highly recommend just switching over just to the glossy gloss even, and just getting rid of your chapstick. And then you'll also get a remover in your set. So the first thing for how to apply this stuff is different than regular lipstick. What I always do first is I get just a damp cloth and just kind of clean my lips. You want to make sure there's just nothing on there that could make your lip color not stay as well. So just have them cleaned. Make sure they're dry, and then shake the color first because there's something in there called it's cosmetic grade alcohol actually, and you kind of need to mix it with the pigment. And because of that cosmetic grade alcohol, if your lips are really dry, you might notice when you first put it on a kind of stinging sensation. It's like stinging and tingling. And that's just because, well, if you think about it, if you have a cut on your arm and then you rub some rubbing alcohol on it, it's gonna hurt, right? But if you rub it on a healthy area of your arm, it's no big deal at all. It feels like water. It's the same thing. If you put it on your lips and they're dry, you might notice a stinging, and that's totally normal, and it goes away. Just keep wearing this. And I'm pretty sure after a week of applying, I wasn't feeling that sensation anymore because my lips are already starting to heal. If it gets if it's super uncomfortable for you, or you just really don't like it, just start out wearing your gloss for a little bit. Wear just the gloss for like a week or so, and then start using your color, and it should be a lot better. Anyway, so what we'll do first is we're going to apply this in 3 layers. Each one is going to be important for making it stay. So don't just do one and skimp out. You're not going to like the results so much. But they're super thin layers. And actually, if you can see what I'm doing here, I usually just wipe off the excess color on the wand. And then I'm going to go in one direction. Don't go back and forth and rub all over, or you'll just end up wiping the color off. So just one direction, top and bottom lip, and then we'll let it dry. And I'm using Caramel Latte today. It's one of my favorites. Actually, the first color I ever got. Okay, and I'll just kind of let it dry a little bit. Every color kind of has its own dry time. Sometimes it's like 3 seconds. Some of them take just a tiny bit longer. But do super thin layers, and that'll make it dry so much faster. And notice I'm not rubbing my lips together or anything. I just want to keep them apart as much as I can. Just let it do its thing, and then we'll do the next layer. Okay, let that dry. And your husband, boyfriend, anyone will probably make fun of you the first time they see you apply it. That's okay. They'll get over it. I've even had my hair dryer before handy, and I just kind of use it on my lips a little bit just to speed it up that much more. And then our last layer. Okay, and then I'll let that dry. And as soon as it's dry, we'll put on our gloss. And this gloss, if you're not a glossy person, you like a matte look better, this dries very matte. And you can do a super thin layer. You don't have to slather it on. I usually like to slather it on just because it feels good. But you can do a super thin layer and it soaks in quite quickly in like 20 minutes and it'll look matte. So that's super fabulous. But of course, if you like a glossy look, put on more. Let's see. Okay. And the gloss, you can rub back and forth, doesn't matter. Your color's already dry. It's gonna stay. You can rub your lips together. And there you go. And you don't need to reapply the rest of the day. I never take my color with me anywhere. I just leave them at home in my makeup drawer, and I bring my gloss with me. I actually like to have one on my bathroom counter, and then I usually have one in my purse also. You don't even need to have two. Just have your gloss handy to reapply throughout the day. When you first start using this, if your lips are really dry, you might need to apply it several times a day. If your lips feel really thirsty, put some more gloss on. It'll start healing them, start moisturizing them. And then again, also, even after you take your color off at night, put this on at night before you go to bed, and it'll do all its healing work for you too. And then when you want to take the color off at the end of the day, use your remover. Super easy. You just swipe it on just the same way as you would the color. Just apply a generous amount, and then I go and do whatever else I need to do to get ready for bed. I put on my pajamas, usually start my dishwasher, whatever it is, put your kids to bed, whatever. And I just let it sit there for several minutes and do its work. Occasionally I'll kind of rub my lips together like that. And then I'll come back with a warm, damp cloth, just like this one, and just wipe all the color off, and it works like a charm. And you can use, like, other things will take off the color. Some people say like certain soaps and stuff work. I wouldn't use soap. They're not made for your lips. It will dry them out. This remover is actually also hydrating too, which is something you want, you really do. So I would avoid using detergents if you can. And if you have a color and you come back to me and say, oh, your color's drying out my lips, so I'm gonna ask you what you're using to remove it, and you'll say, oh, I'm using this soap. And I'll say, well, there's your problem. So I just get the remover. Anyway, and that's the basics. So, a little bit about me is I joined actually just because I was addicted to this stuff. I just needed all the colors. I wanted so many of them, and of course my husband was just kind of dying, thinking, seriously, you're gonna buy more lipstick? But then he actually saw how much I loved it, and I was just going crazy trying to find anyone who would sell some more colors to me. And he said, well, you know, why don't you just sell it yourself, and you can get all the stuff you want for a discount, and you can be the person people go to for their colors. And I thought, actually, that's not a bad idea. So and then I ended up selling it like hand over fist. It was crazy. It totally took off. And now I just love it now. And I even had a couple of girls sign up under me that they wanted discounts for themselves, or they wanted to sell it. And so I ended up just building a business, because this is a direct sales business, and I do sponsor people as well. And it just kind of took off, and it's I wasn't really expecting to be helping with, like, you know, paying bills, and I don't know, I used to buy new shoes for my kid just for fun, and I wasn't expecting that, but it's been amazing, and I love it. It's been fabulous. Okay, and then I was also going to tell you how to order. What I'll do is in a couple of minutes, I'm going to post all the colors that I have available. The lip colors are what I have right now available to ship within the next couple of days. I'll post all those. If you are interested in eyeshadow as well, I can get that for you. I'm putting in a new order for some new stock in just a couple of days, probably tomorrow actually. So I can order that for you. It'll just take a few days longer, maybe a week longer or so to get to you, but I'm more than happy to get any of that. Anyway, I'll post the lip colors that I have, and then I may only have one or two of them. Some of them I have more, some of them I only have one or two. So if you see the one you love, let me know right away before somebody else steals it. You can comment sold on the picture of the color that you want, or colors of course. And if you're a new user, you'll also get a gloss and a remover. I'll reach out to you when I see your comment, and I'll send you a message on Facebook, get your email address and your shipping address, and I'll send you a secure email invoice. You can just click on that to pay, and then I'll be shipping your colors out to you, and it's nice and easy. And then, of course, if you have any questions, if you need help choosing a color, or maybe you've tried LipSense before and you didn't really get the results you wanted, just ask me about it. Just holler at me. I know all the stuff about this, so I found a lot of times people didn't realize that they needed a gloss, or they didn't know there was an exfoliation period at the beginning, where it just might take some time for your lips to heal before the color really starts to stay well, or things like that. So just holler at me, send me a message, comment, whatever. I'd love to help you figure it out. Usually any problems are really simple fixes and you just didn't know about it. So that's it. I'm so glad you're all here. And definitely, if you have also questions about, you wanted to get like a personal discount for yourself, or if you even were interested in maybe starting a business, changing your life, or even just kind of selling on the side to your friends, let me know about that too. And anyway, happy shopping.